Okay, hello everyone. So today, just went out there fishing down at Werribee South, the rock wall at Wyndham Harbour. So yeah, just for the morning, first I saw some seagulls and birds diving down a bit further out. So I just chucked out some metal lures just to see whether or not if I could hook onto some salmon. But wasn't they were a bit too far out, so kind of had to just pack it up a bit and just gave a couple of flicks and just went to bait instead. So as you can see, it was a quite weird day because there was just a lot of overcast and it was very gloomy. And here just hooking on to a little pinky, tons of small pinkies down there. So what I was using for bait was just tube worms. Went out pumping myself along Altona. It's actually quite difficult to get tube worms now. You gotta really look hard, and half the time you're pumping, they're not really there. You're just missing them. But yeah, the tube worms work pretty well. It's kind of like a hit and miss with the tube worms, but it's better than any sort of other bought bait. So that moment there, just hooked on, but then I missed out. Yep, and yep, got another hook on there. So I like to use braid because it's just a braid, just the go-to for me. Light gear, light tackle, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Just a rod and hook, Just get out there and you have fun. You don't have to have the best gear to catch fish, really. But today it's just one of those days where you don't really get anything big, but you only got small stuff. But it was good fun to catch small pinkies because they did fight quite hard. And I'm just testing out this area. I'm gonna try target for a different species besides pinkies next time. I have caught flatties along here as well. So you can see this is the sizes of pinkies that we're pretty much getting all day, and slightly bigger than this, but nevertheless it's still quite very fun. Okay, here we go, some taps there, some bites coming through. I've got a a graphene carbon fiber rod, and so it's kind of you got to hold the line to detect, because this size is a 9-foot rod, so it's a bit chunkier, it's a bit longer, but you just need to use these type of rods when you're going down to the harbour or rock wall or something like that, because you do really need to get further out. Now this one felt really good, and I thought it was a keeper, but it turned out to not be a keeper, but still good action, good fun. Yeah, they're great fighters for something so small like that. But pinkies, awesome fun to catch. Might go for brim next time. This guy got hooked himself, so I had to get a tweezer to get it out. But the best thing to do when you gut hook a fish is actually just to cut the line, cut the hook, because sometimes what I figured was when I tried to remove it, when they gut hooked, it really does damage and you pretty much kill them. But if you just cut the line, the hook would rust out. Here's a nice one, a bit more of an action here. I took out the audio because there's just too much wind noise. I haven't got a mic to block out the wind yet, but as you can see, it's looks still, but it was a little bit windy today. And you can see those birds there going out where the salmon are busting up further out, but yeah, didn't have anything to be able to bring the cast up further out. Yep, and there we go, another pinky. I was expecting a few different other species, but only the pinkies were biting this morning, and the time I went was morning. There we go, nice looking fish, beautiful fish. Yep, back in the water. And remember guys, the legal size for Victoria is 28 centimeters for pinkies. Please, if you catch undersized fish, return it, because I have seen, especially if fishing along Werribee or the Westgate, I see a lot of people going out there. I'm not sure if they know this, but they go out there and they get undersized pinkies, and they're keeping it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's not really good to keep undersized fish because you're just, you know, destroying the habitat, or not the habitat, but more so just the ecosystem of the fish, the numbers of the fish, by just taking undersized fish. So let them get bigger, let them grow, and the more they grow, the more fish you'll catch eventually. And here I didn't adjust the camera, but now I have. I've got a 360 camera, so yeah, it's not bad. It's a little bit dark today, so not the best footage. This one's just another small guy as well. Straight up. Good thing about pinkies, they rarely gut hook themselves. They kind of just bite and run with the hook. So it usually gets them on the lip or the cheek. But with brim or something like that, half the time I'm gut hooking them. And I use J hooks. I don't use circle hooks because I've got worms. And this one was a bit better, a stronger pull. And I thought this was going to be a really good size fish because for it to bend that rod like that. But what happened was, it was actually foul hooked, and I think I got it on the back of its fin, and just trying to bring it in, I just felt super heavy, and I was just like, wondering what it was. And you could see it pulling up from over there. But yeah, it was just gut hooked, and not gut hooked, it was just foul hooked, and anything foul hooked just seems like you're onto a big fish. Yeah, this one's actually pretty funny because he actually just broke off right down there at the rocks. I've only got, yeah, 10-pound leader there, so just kind of cut off the rocks, broke off the rocks, and yeah, he just swam off, and that's it. Thanks, guys.